Good evening here in Nigeria. I am Adelana Festus. I'll be working on land degradation. And land degradation, this particular topic is just to wrap up my online course titled Sustainable Soil Management. So, we look at land degradation in Nigeria, the meaning of land degradation. We look at what are the causes of land degradation. We talk about the effects, and at the same time also we talked about the solutions. How can we solve the problem of land degradation in Nigeria? It has occurred, so definitely, truly, we need to look for the solution. First of all, land degradation is induced by human or natural activities. And human induced land degradation include deforestation, overgrazing, bush burning, mining activities, and etc. It was found out that this phenomenon has a serious negative effect on land, so which includes soil erosion, desertification, drought, loss of agricultural land, low agricultural production, and etc. When we talk about land degradation, when soil is unable to perform its effectiveness, it is said to have been degraded. So looking at a situation whereby it is required of that particular soil to produce a particular amount of crop, and whereas the soil is unable to provide the necessary nutrient that is required for the crop to function, definitely we actually recognize that type of soil as a degraded soil. Is not performing the required duty anymore. So we look, first of all, we look at the causes of the land degradation in Nigeria here. Most of the, we have 36 states in Nigeria, and I've been able to move around the 12 stages, and I've recognized that most of the states, the land in all those states have been degraded. Now, what are the causes of this degradation? We look at deforestation. What is deforestation? Deforestation is the clearing of the forest of a variety of purposes like farming, firewood, lumbering, mining, residential, etc. So without immediate replanting of those trees. Now, what case? Situation whereby we deforest a particular environment, we actually uproot most of the trees that are found in that environment without replacing them. So definitely we recognize that kind of area as a deforested environment. So now looking at the cutting of forest trees for firewood has resulted in deforestation in the area. This is result into large percentage of people, especially in rural area, depends on wood as a source of domestic use. So deforestation causes land degradation. This is so because forest protect the underlying soil from direct effect of rainfall, runoff, and all others. When an expansion of land has been deforested, so definitely the soil will be open, actually be exposed to erosion, will be exposed to runoff, will be exposed to wind erosion. So that is area where we talk about deforestation. And number two, we talk about overgrazing. What is overgrazing? The livestock, especially goats, are very destructive to vegetation cover, especially grassland area that provide cover crops. Now look at situation whereby we have actually planted cover crops. We all of a sudden we realize that livestock comes on board to feed on them. So by the time they feed on them, they eat down the root. So by the time they eat down the root, they feed on those crops. By the time they feed on those crops, the soil will be exposed. The top layer of the soil will be exposed. So by the time the top layer of the soil is exposed, when wind occur, it actually what? It washes away the soil particles, the soil layer. So definitely the top layer. So by then the soil will be degraded, and at the same time also it will not be able to do the required what? It functions. You will not be able to perform the high percentage of function that ought to be perfected. So that is when we talked about deforestation by what? Which is caused by overgrazing. When farm animal is allowed to eat the vegetation cover until the soil is exposed and the plants cannot regenerate themselves, that is deforest, and that is degradation. And number three point that causes deforest and degradation is bush burning. What is bush burning? The regular burning of rangeland by pastoralists to generate pasture for their livestock is a common practice in the northern Nigeria. This result increase in soil erosion and decline in soil fertility. Looking at that now, when an environment in a large expanse of land that is actually filled with crops or planted with pasture, it's been set on fire. So by the time those bushes actually get burnt, it turn into ashes. So when wind occur, it actually throw them off. It could actually throw them off. By the time it throw them off, so wind erosion has occurred, the soil will be exposed, and when erosion